The biggest thing these Browns fans that don't understand football talk about is, before Kevin came, we had no coach who win. He's the most winning coach we've ever had. Do you understand when Hugh Jackson took the job, they completely sabotaged him? I seen a tweet by Kevin's Play Sheet yesterday that said, and he was right, Hugh Jackson is one of the hottest coaching commodities in the NFL. Teams wanted to hire him for years. I mean, he took the Oakland Raiders, made him 8-8, whatever. He was hot on the head coaching ranks. And the Cleveland Browns took him. They sabotaged his NFL career where he'll no longer get a head coaching job. And it's partly his fault because he agreed to it, but I don't think he realized the extent he was getting into. They probably lied to him like they lied to Deshaun Watson. But they were selling all their assets to get draft picks. That's what they were doing. So they were tanking when Hugh Jackson was here. I mean, he had Kevin Hogan as a starting quarterback, Deshaun Kaiser. Our best receiver was Terrell Pryor and Dwayne Bowe, Isaiah Crowell, Ben Gay. We had nothing. We were terrible. So Hugh Jackson is really unjustly criticized because he had no talent to work with. And then when John Dorsey came, he took all them draft picks and he started building football team with football players. And Hugh Jackson's biggest mistake was not starting Baker Mayfield from the get-go. If he would have started Baker Mayfield, he'd probably still be here as a head coach, and I wish he was still here as a head coach because guess what? He's 100 times better than Kevin Stefanski, 1,000,000 times better. So, yeah, Hugh Jackson had no chance to win in Cleveland. None. And all these other coaches were better than Stefanski. Mike Patton was better than Stefanski. He had a 7-4 at one point, and then they forced him to play Johnny Manziel. So you Browns fans don't understand the game of football. There's not one coach we had prior to Kevin Stefanski that is worse than Kevin Stefanski. Romeo Crennel went 10-6, should have made the playoffs, but Jim Sorty couldn't win a Sunday night game against the fucking Titans. So all these coaches, Rob Chudinski, all of them are better. They never had the talent. Do you understand the difference between the rosters that Stefanski has compared to these other guys? That's why you guys are invalid when it comes to football. No one takes you guys serious. You don't understand. You're comparing Kevin Stefanski to guys that didn't have any talent on the roster, and that's why you're not validated, and that's why you're no longer allowed to root for the Cleveland Browns. You don't understand the game of football. You're content with mediocrity. You're content with being 4-3 when we should be 6-1, 7-0. 6-1 at worst, 5-2. You're dismissed.